So what is Ohm's law? It's basically three formulas. I'll go into them. First of all, I'm going to explain the base units that are involved in this formula. Okay, first of all, there's something called EMF. What might that be? It stands for electric motive force. So that's basically the pressure. Now that is expressed in volts. So when you hear something that's 1,000 volts, that's what it's referring to, the electric motive force. Next, you have current. And current is expressed in amperes. Ampere is actually, he was a guy in France who was one of the pioneers of electronics, and in honor of current they used the unit, his name for it. And next is resistance, and that is expressed in ohms. Actually, all these names are, all these units here, there were actual people that were pioneers in electrical and electronic. Ohms was another French guy, and volts was an Italian guy. So they've got historical roots. Now there's three formulas, and I'll write them. Voltage equals I R, which basically means voltage equals the current, as you see here, times resistance. And I'll just write, actually I'll write that here. V is volts, I is amperes, and R is obviously resistance and ohms. So what Ohm's law says is that your voltage, which once again is your electric motive force, equals I times R. I is basically here your current and your resistance. So it's just saying, if you're looking for your voltage, you times the current by the resistance and you get your answer. Next, I equals V over R. Sorry, that's a bit small. It's basically saying, if you want to find out your current, it's basically your voltage divided by your resistance. And we'll go down to your resistance. Resistance equals voltage divided by current. So V over I. So you just have to look, what's V? Electric motive force, it's volts. And you also look at I, which is your current. So that's what you have there. R equals V over I. This is every electrical mathematical thing goes off these. This is the first thing you'll learn, and you'll just build up on that. It does branch into other things, but this will be coming around in your apprenticeship a fair bit. A good way to remind yourself of these formulas is the Ohm's Law triangle. And this is the way you do that. V is on top, then you have I, then you have R. Now, if you say we wanted resistance, what's the formula for resistance? You have a look at your triangle and you see, voltage divided by I, because the I, if whatever's on the bottom is divided by. So R equals V divided by I. Then if you wanted to know what I was, you have a look, it's V over R. If you wanted to know what voltage is, it's I times R. So that's the way you can learn it a bit easier, the Ohm's Law triangle. Now, there's a lot more to Ohm's law. This is this is the basic of it. There's also other formulas, and there's other factors. There's also watts. Everyone's heard of this machine has 10,000 watts. It's something you've heard. You've probably heard watts as much as you heard volts. And basically what watts is, that's the voltage times the current. So it does branch out. These basic, I won't get into it too much, but these basic formulas end up branching onto others. So this is just the basic. This is good for people who are going to start their pre-apprenticeship or something like that. Just learn the basics, and once you learn this, this is the foundation. You need to know Ohm's law. So that's Ohm's law. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching.